since we're potting here, bro, I have a question. I came with a question in case shit went left, bro. Obviously, I don't think it's a secret. I'm probably gonna be here not longer than you in terms of total tenure, but I feel like if one of us were to leave YouTube first, it's definitely you. I think we both agree on that. What happens? What happens if that day comes, bro? What to do?
What
The channel
happens?
get deleted? Do I get the channel? What
Oh,
happens?
oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about just me.
Yeah, obviously what happens with you as well, but yeah.
I'd say for me, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I'm too pussy to not to leave YouTube with not having a job locked in. First of all,
That's very true.
so it's gonna be on some like you'll slowly see me not be as active. You know what I'm saying? Slack off in the chats, but it's because I'm getting this certification or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I hit that tweet, yeah, I'm leaving. But by the time I text you, a job is already locked in.
Right.
At that point, I would hope this channel has already become its own thing, right? This is
What,
gonna
the
be
BSOLZ
what,
channel?
yeah, this is gonna
Yeah.
be, you know, if I'm gonna quit doing this full time, but if I want to do a live stream every 2 weeks, you know, a live stream every month, this is what I'm gonna do it on. If I want to do a YouTube video, this is what I'm gonna do it on. For Souls and Sage, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know yet, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. PC answer.
I don't know.
I
Either.
don't.
Hey,
I don't know either. And I
I
think it would be a discussion that we would really need to have. Also, depending on your situation too. Like if you know, I just don't know down the line. But if like the Souls and Sage money for you is a necessity for you to pay bills because you're doing it full time, I personally at that point I'm not greedy enough to not fully give you the channel so you can make it whatever the fuck you want it to be. Because at that point, you know, I think my time on the channel has clearly already passed, just me solo. That we've gained damn near 100,000 subscribers by ourselves. And at that point, it's like, okay, we have equal equity within the company, and I leave. You can make it whatever you want. That's where I'm leaning towards right now. That's where I'm leaning towards right now.
Yeah, it's a scary thing to think about, but it's so down the line. I want to say, like, unless you think of like, for example, like I'm saying peak earliest like 4. I think I'd be shocked at 4. I'd be like, oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
type shit. But it was something that hit my mind the other day. I was like, man, when niggas decide to clock out, what happens? Like, obviously on the pod, I don't even know if you're first. I can see Omar going. So it's always something to think about. But
That's been a thought in the back of my head too, because I understand we're at a point where, aside from Omar, we are all doing this full time, right?
Yeah,
we're all doing this full time. The money you get from Souls and Sage, I'ma just say, it's a big check. It's a big check.
Yeah.
So I feel, and this is where like I'm having trouble with the decision. Like, do I have a kind of a responsibility to take care of you? Like, not on some weird shit, but like, do I have a responsibility to?
I'll see you on camera. Nah, that's a no.
Okay.
It's still ultimately at the end of the day, bruh, I think differently versus obviously back then. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm gonna always say this is your channel. If you want to move in a different direction, at this point now, obviously we need to have a conversation. I've done a lot for the channel, but ultimately it'll always be some side of my heart, even if it's morally wrong, that'll be like, all right, bro, whatever, it is what it is. Like, let's say you woke up tomorrow, yeah, I want to be Souls and Low. I'd be like, the fuck?
Yeah.
but like eventually I could either see myself, I would never like exactly sue your ass, but I'd be like, all right, we could work some plan out. But I would probably just let you. I don't believe in not having people around you that are 1 foot off the door. So ultimately, I would just be like, all right, bet. But yeah, in terms of like getting the channel, whatever, I would have the experience knowing, hey, a lot of motherfucking comments. No matter what I do with that channel, I was here for Souls. Type shit, and I'm ready for it now. So. But nah, we don't even need necessarily think about that because I got gold plaques for that channel. I don't know about Keep It a Buck because that 195 Hulk scared the piss out of me. I'll be blunt. It scared the shit out of me. Think I'm gonna keep that at the 300 to 500K range. But Souls and Sage, it's just a matter of the NBA. It's just a matter of the topics. And then honestly, we preach this offline. It's a matter of me and you solo. Because that shit, it could get crazy over there. I think we own to something. I'll give myself flowers where it's due. I think that shit can be crazy. Like if me and you are 200K solo, the fuck is Soul's age still 200K? No. So yeah, future looking bright, man. Future looking bright. I still feel like a youngin', but I'm not gonna act like I'm immortal. I think this is coming up on year 2, if not 3. So yeah.
Yeah, no, future is definitely looking bright. And also I've tried to check myself recently too with the whole quitting YouTube thing. Cause every time like I hear people working a 9 to 5, they like want the lifestyle that we have. You know what I'm saying? And I still like when it comes to when we have these like the conversation we're having right now, when we have guests on like Chase, like people that I look up to, when I have every time I go down to Atlanta, I get a hit check of like, okay, this is like this is real, bro. Like I'm a creator with full-time creator, like you know what I'm saying? Like shit like really hits you. So I've had to humble myself in terms of like, yo, don't take what you got right now for granted. Don't take the freedom to wake up whenever you want for granted. Take off work whenever you want for granted. And then when you do work, it's doing a thug shake on camera? Like,
I'm saying, yeah. Also, like in hindsight, if doing a thug shake would net me a band, like the fact that I'm privileged enough to be like, I'm not thug shaking for $200 is crazy. There's some niggas that would kill for $200, and I'm over here not willing to. What? This is crazy. This is crazy.
But I also know that like happiness. I've literally there was a class that I did on this. Read some books. Happiness isn't dependent on money, anyways.
It's not.
So I look at the 9 to 5, stable income with the degree that I have. I can get high pay at a stable rate, but it's like, will I be living a fulfilled lifestyle? Compared to this, I don't know. But then I also have to figure out, yo, bro, like, what is the plan when I'm 35, 40? Am I, like, what is the plan when I'm 35, 40, when I have kids, when they need health insurance and all this other shit, when I have to provide for people, pay bills for other people, like, shit gets scary. Specifically with the longevity of being a creator, shit gets scary. I still think we're in a phase right now where it's gotten a little better compared to, 2017, 2016, but it still feels like a go big or go home thing where it's either you make millions in a couple years or, it's either, at this point, it's either you make like a crazy amount of money in a short amount of time, you don't make it, or you make, 70 to 100K a year. But if you're producing content that's netting views, that's only netting you, quote unquote, only netting you 70 to 100K a year, right, is that something that can last 10, 20 years? Yeah. The answer for most people is no. Like, I think prank YouTubers, they're in that boat, like, right now.
Yeah.
The channels were averaging, like 200K views. Like, which is a lot of views, 200K views per video, uploading, 3 times a month. I think they're in that boat right now, and they can't get to that million threshold. I think they're in that boat right now, bro.
Yeah, I would 100% agree. That's why, like, ultimately, and a lot of people will hit me up talking about why don't I keep ranting, and I've always said, even when I was doing rants, I have to be genuinely mad. I'm not just a ticking time bomb. But ultimately, if I was just making NBA hate content, imagine that when I'm 40. Like, I'm a 40-year-old man yelling at 19-year-old Victor Wembanyama Jr. Like, that shit is insane, dog. Like, get off cock. Like, you're a generational hater. Like, that's why motherfuckers don't like Skip. So I'm not about to, I can't see myself doing that. Now, ultimately, and I doubt I do it. Let me make that clear. But I could see myself having just like mature content on camera. There's older creators out there that you probably wouldn't even know, fucking 35, 40. So it's possible. I'll say that. And then obviously we're in the 2020s. By 2030, that shit could be a norm. So it's a question. That's why I often live in the moment, but I do think about the future. And it never really nags at me. It's just always something to think about. But ultimately, right now, to be honest, if there was one time Sage is just chatting, it's now, because I'm definitely still happy for the shit that I've accomplished and plan to shit that I've accomplished and the goals I currently have set. I'm not 5 years into the future. I'm tomorrow in the future type shit. Like I'm thinking about what I'm doing tomorrow, what I'm doing tonight type shit.
I'm gonna be blunt. It nags me. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
Shit nags me. Cause it's just the type of person that I am. When I start thinking about shit, I get into the rabbit holes.